Hi, beautiful. Welcome to EBINOTTI Official. I am EBINOTTI, and today we are doing the full moon zodiac readings. The zodiac readings are new to the channel. If you're new around here, hi and welcome. It's the full moon cycles that we read, and full moon is currently in Leo, which is perfect because the zodiac we are reading today is also Leo. So whether you're Leo sun, moon, you have Leo placements that are significant to you in your birth chart, or you just want to tap into the Leo zodiac archetype, okay? We can all learn something from the archetypes within the zodiac. So whatever brought you to this reading, welcome. They are general messages. They are timeless messages. So take them as they resonate. Leave all the rest behind. You know the dealio. As you can see, we've got your cards all picked out. So we are going to start today with the Goddess Oracle. Okay, all decks that we use in these readings are linked down below for you if you want to check them out. I try to name them as we go. So let's talk about the moon cycle that we're reading for before we get specifically into your cards as we shuffle here, Leo. The full moon Leo is the full culmination of things that typically opened 6 months ago in Leo season. And that's how we can work with long-term energy or any long-term projects, long-term goals, anything like that. Okay, so now the full culmination is something you can begin for the long-term now, or you can bring to a close for the long-term. And that's how this is reading right now, the cycles, the kind of natural ebbs and flows, but the projects, the things that we actively want to accomplish, obtain, be successful at, anything like that. Okay, so that's where setting intentions or goals, the work that we can put in really comes into play. So that's what this full moon is all about. It's about facing our fears and being brave and courageous under this energy as we approach things that matter to us, things that we want to actively accomplish. Okay, so a lot of different ways that this can come up for each of the personality types. Okay, so let's see what we get as we get into the cards here. Bottom of the deck, Gildeptes with synthesis. Now this is an energy we have seen under this moon cycle already with the elemental readings. Those readings are a little bit longer and more in depth. If you're interested, do check those out. Okay, they are posted up on the channel if you're here on YouTube as well. So make sure you subscribe. If you're enjoying the reading, please give it a thumbs up. It helps to circulate these readings in the early stages of YouTube especially, okay? So thank you for contributing in that way if you choose to do that. Let's see what we get for your oracle cards before we get into the tarot. Full moon, full moon, full moon for Leo. Full moon is, oh, that's way too many. Let's see if anything's sticking out. Well, that's a big chunk that can easily go back, but we did get these two. Ooh, Artemis with selfhood. Look at the beautiful energy of Sagittarius, your fellow fire sign. The eldest of the fire signs coming in here is the Archer, and it's a feminine energy coming in here. The hawk, the deer, the full moon in the background. It's a very grounded energy, so we're again focusing on ourself, our values, our core values, our philosophies. That's why Leo typically is more grounded of an energy but can get spiritual very quickly, and this is why, because it's self-driven, it's self-motivated, it focuses on its strengths and works on its weaknesses in whatever way it's called. Wow, as we get, I only needed one of these cards, but you see we got the two. So Sedna is a victim energy. We also saw this coming up under the full moon elemental readings, so I again recommend them for you if you want more messages, more information, anything like that. But here, because you're such a powerful energy right now, it's your full moon, Leo. Because you're such a powerful energy right now, the attacks are equally focused on you and your powerhouse energy right now, trying to get you off of it, trying to get you distracted in any way, creating the break, okay? And that's what this energy is. It's trying to turn you into a victim, into some kind of a broken creature that is bitter, especially with you being Leo and having so much fire energy. And Sagittarius coming through with the Archer, more fire energy. It's like if they can make you angry, if they can distract you in any way, instead of firing that arrow with 100% focus and all of the alignment behind you, okay? So this is the kind of energy you have to give, and this is why they want you broken. So whether you're seeing this in people around you, the deep emotions that are not healing, that are not coming up in a healthy, effective way, your polarity in the zodiac is Aquarius, the eldest of the air signs. So in a lot of ways, it's mental attacks, psychological warfare, spiritual warfare. You know what it is out here with conspiracy theories, Leo. We don't need to pretend that you are new to the game here. Okay, so that's what this is. This is the kind of attacks that'll come because of the kind of power you have. We'll see where this is coming up in your life. Let's put these guys up here. Oh, yeah, and see what's on the bottom now that we've got your cards. Freya, with sexuality. This is a very comfortable energy for you, Leo, or anyone tapping into Leo. This is where Leo thrives. Tits out, baby. Fully nude, wings open, in the fire element, okay? Fearless. Freya is known as a fearless goddess. Okay, she's got big Viking energy. So Freya, you know, doing the most here to keep us on track. As you see Artemis with selfhood, it's like tits out as well, right? With the whole Roman tunic thing, half on, half off. So it's fearless, it's free, it's out here. Freedom is a big part of this. The attacks on freedom, again, with Sedna being the victim here. It's like the attacks on freedom, the attacks on, you know, everything that you are in your true nature. That's the probably pretty simple challenge for you here, Leo, but because it's full moon, you know what's happening within the collective. So having a little bit of compassion. See all the feminine energy out here? I know it's a goddess deck that we were reading, but it's pretty strong feminine coming in to tell you that compassion is the way, because just because you're an all-star at something doesn't mean that everybody is, okay? So now is not the time to turn around and, you know, prove that you were right all along, unless you're really called to do that kind of work with somebody like an enemy or a bully or something like that. Okay, fair, face it, right? That's your duty. But outside of that, it's really a compassionate energy coming in to help others heal in the arena where you are so strong, okay? A full moon is not an easy energy for the collective, period. It being you, king of the jungle and all, fearless and courageous and brave out here, you know how hard it is when you don't feel those things, okay? So remembering what it feels like and putting yourself in others' shoes, and kind of a mirroring energy coming in, that compassion feeling very familial with the family, the blood. So if you're having a hard time with, you know, seeing others in that kind of light, just remember your sons and your daughters, your brothers and your sisters, and your mother and your father, okay? Those are the people you want to tap into in the archetypes, because then you'll look at others with that compassion of yourself or somebody you love, okay? From the dragons, wow, pure white dragon from Orion as our theme, transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Again, your counterpart Aquarius coming in pretty strong, okay? The advice, process what you know, act with truth and honesty, and let your wings of light grow and expand, Freya. Okay, let your wings. That was the real message there for the theme coming into your reading here, Leo. Let your wings expand. There's lots of creative energy, and the sacral chakra, which is based in sexuality, is not just about sexuality, okay? It's the power of sexuality and creation and emotion, and all of the emotions come together as we get our dragon card again in the twos. Twos coming out for you. Let's check out the bottom before we read these, guys. More white, but white gold this time again. Freya, okay, the combination of Freya and the white dragon you just had looking very white gold. From Lyra, connects you to the highest Christ light. There's that compassion, baby. And it's masculine this time, which I really, really like. The advice, develop your causal chakra. That's what I said. That's what I said about the sacral chakra. That's causal, okay? And battle in bathe, thank God. Battle, I thought, ninth dimension. I'm like, are we? No, bathe in ninth dimensional Christ light. Whew, thank God. You see that? Dipping the toe in, just dipping in. We're not battling. It's not war. We ain't got no armor on. We're cool, man. We're naked, tits out, naked, dipping in a toe, being like, is this one warm enough? I don't know. Let's try the other one. There's some extra natural hot springs here, and you get to choose, okay? as we get into the earth and water dragon. You see it there, and there's another too, which we don't know what it is yet. The earth and water dragon, feeling like those natural hot springs, baby. Dipping our toes in them new rivers, new, you know what I mean? The way that a river is never new because it flows on and on. Oh, there's a beautiful energy coming in here. The advice, the earth and water dragon creates the foundation for new growth. You probably read that already. The advice, a fresh start is coming. With new opportunities, nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. And then I had to see it. I couldn't wait. Orange dragon brings soul families and communities together. Wasn't I just saying it feels very familial? Like, this is blood. Blood is thicker than water. But in a lot of cases, there are soul families where the blood, the water that is the life force within us, is a spiritual bond, okay? So getting to learn about blood and water, spiritual communities, paths, and oh, it's so beautiful. The advice, spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Oh, bring people everywhere together, becoming the bridge in a big way. Again, this requires a lot of bravery and power, because I like that orange and white gold, again, the color synchronicities are working really beautifully. But the earth energy within you, in any way that earth and water call to you, these are the feminine elements, okay? So again, the things you do outside, your natural talents. There's natural law, natural talents, nature coming in, water, like different water rituals, water magics, like so many different things, food, like events, event planning, so many beautiful things coming in. That is your gift, and that gift is the thing that is being called here to bring others together, bridge the gap, and also not fall victim to any kind of distraction. Again, the Archer showing us how important it is to be 100% focused, even if we're going straight up Freya, tits out, like it's sexuality and we're doing that kind of thing right now. That's totally fine. That's a big part of life. That is the direction, but it's still important not to get imbalanced, not to be the victim, not to lash out, not to be doing things in that way. You know what I'm saying. I know you know what I'm saying. Before we get into the tarot, I wanted to tell you this agate, this beautiful little new moon crystal here, which the next new moon cycle, and the one we were coming off of, new moon Aquarius, again, that's your polarity, okay? So you might want to go back and check out some of the new moon Aquarius readings if you struggled in Aquarius season and you don't even feel like you're moving, or if whenever you're watching this reading you don't feel like you have any progress, you can go back and watch the moon cycles. But the next new moon coming is Pisces, and we just crossed, when this reading is coming out, into Pisces season, okay? Today's the day. So that was the crystal that was being called for you. Also kyanite from the last reading, which was your counterpart Aquarius. We started with Aquarius for the Zodiacs this time, so kyanite called for Aquarius, and I felt the need to keep it on the altar for you. So that's that. Those are the messages before we get into tarot. Okay, are you ready? It's time to see what the tarot's got to say about it. If there is something that you are hyper focused on right now, the advice to bring in the resources, because earth is like so dominant off this dragon, even though it's earth and water. And what did it say? Creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Okay, so nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. That's what it means if you're trying to manifest anything you don't have right now, is you have to be the bridge. The vision has to be so fucking strong, and that's why Artemis and selfhood is like straight up the Archer. The fire energy is so strong too. I felt the need to light a candle. So candle magic, intentions, meditation, journaling, anything to get you into that focused, hyper focused, or hyper, not hyperactive, hyper productive. The healthy version of hyperactive, right? Like flow state. And there's so many other different words coming in, but I don't need to explain it to you too much, Leo. You always get it. So just working with whatever you've got around you, be it the bridging the gap between others, or being the one who holds the vision between what you need and where you're currently at. Okay, so a little bit of the reality and spiritual realms coming together here. Talking about magic. One more shuffle, and we will see your tarot. Ooh, we're going to do a couple more shuffles. 2, and 1. So the emotional body is a little tense. It's a little tense. I was going to say tight, and it's like, tight's not the word. Tense. There's tension, okay? Conflict, friction, as I see in the mirror, your bottom of the deck. Okay, listen. The Tower is, no matter which way you slice it, this is intervention from spirit. This can happen in your physical world as intervention in the human aspect, but whatever it is that's coming in, that's shocking, that's foundational deterioration, that is being taken from you. You understand? You don't want it. Let whatever is falling apart or about to shock your ass just shock you so hard, just whoop-cha, right across the face, the rug being pulled out from under you. No, because you know in your heart, in your spirit, you're such a strong intuitive character, Leo. You know when something is for you and not. Don't doubt this for a second, okay? Don't even for 1 second slip into the bullshit right here, because this is bullshit that you are a victim. You are not. You are allowed to go deep, deep into the emotions, as we saw the beautiful whale energy there, and discuss that and heal that and be that as much as you want. But to be a victim, to lean into despair instead of the powerhouse that you are, no. That would be a lie. Okay, so really focus on the selfhood. As we get so many cards, none of these can come. We'll keep the 3 actually, because it's right there. And we see here the 9 of Cups talking to you about those alignments. Put that on top. We'll do it. We'll do that one right like that. That works. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Actually, we're gonna give you a little bit more than that. Okay, and we'll keep going here while I talk about it. 3 of Fire. The Magician, Major Arcana number 1, and his counterpart, the High Priestess, Major Arcana number 2. Not a joke. Not a joke. The counterpart energy, again, sexuality and all that, love, abundance now. Abundance in love, counterparts like soulmates. All of that on the table here, especially upcoming. For those of you who don't have a counterpart or don't have that kind of balance where it's truly yin and yang. Like yin and yang, the counterparts, the soul and spiritual counterparts of the entire cosmos. These two aren't even in the earthly realms, okay? They do speak all to the earthly realm. And I love that we start here with the 3 of Fire. So let's step back into the past or the recent past or still relevant energy of the 3 of Fire coming up for you first. Where you have had a strong vision, the delay in knowing the course, taking action, moving, okay, having the resources come in. We saw Earth. Having the resources coming in to give you the opportunity to move forward has been very touch and go. There's been all kinds of signs and synchronicities, but it's very elemental here. It's nothing physical. Fire as an element needs other elements to get going, right? You need something to burn, so you need earth. You need air, space for that fire to have enough heat and energy to turn into a spark, get the smoke, and then poof, you get yourself a flame. So it's been a 1, 2, 3 kind of energy here, and it's been really strong. And the good thing is, centrally with the Magician, you're right at the beginning here. This is the beginning. This is the very first spark turned to flame. Okay, and this takes time sometimes. We saw how much power that I was picking up off of your energy, and now we see it here as a representation in the cards to tell you about it. You have everything, all 4 elements here to work with, and you have been working with them. That's the focus of your selfhood. And now we don't, maybe that's why I needed more cards, and I'm like, ooh, we'll shuffle more cards for Leo, because I want to see exactly, ooh, there we go, there's one, I'll get one more. The Fool. We want to see exactly where this victim distraction, be it self or exterior force, is coming in to push you off of this, because the alignment is not even just the masculine magician, it's the feminine as well, where you get the High Priestess now, and she doesn't typically do magic, she is magic. You understand? He does magic, like we saw the masculine energy coming in so strong with us. About creation and seeding and all of the beautiful Christ-like energy of compassion. Here, he does things. She just intuits and brings together, and so there's that balance, okay? And now with the Fool, it goes like 0, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3, because he's like a trump card. He can come up anywhere. That's why in this major arcana card, they don't even give him a number. Instead of giving him the number 0, they just don't even, because they're doing the Roman numerals here. They ain't even fucking with that kind of, but we see the 1, 2, 3 here anyways with the 3 of Wands. So beautiful energy. It's so much power that it goes around a few times here. Do you see what I'm saying in terms of you being able to use it and it growing for you and it doing multiple things? So if earth and water, that means safe spaces and resources or health or wealth you are needed, they come in abundance, and likely in 3s if you keep an eye on it. If you're in the mood to count, document, or what's the word, like witness, observe, anything like that, you definitely can with this kind of magic and this kind of energy. I want one more card, please, for Leo, full moon Leo. Zodiac sign Leo, okay? One more card, please, and we're going to get just the right card here, and it's, oh, we got 2. Oh, okay. 2 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So because all of this is so big, right? We got like 3 of the major arcana. They're all in synchronicities here, and where we have minor arcana, it's still a beautiful synchronicity of the 1, 2, 3, and the round and around energy as we start here in the center. The minor arcana in tarot is not insignificant. It's actually really significant if you want to know what you can do or what to do next or what the answer is if you're really looking for your ability to interact. So the 2 of Cups tells us about the 2 alignment of water. And I love that because with the 3 of Wands over here, the first thing I thought of was how strong your vision behind this arrow and that focus really is. If you're at the 3, you've already crossed the 2. You know exactly specifically what you want. And if you got a $50 million deposit into your bank account tomorrow, you wouldn't have any difficulty knowing where you wanted it to go. Do you see what I'm saying? So you could foolishly, fearlessly move forward knowing that no matter how it looks, you ain't no damn fool. These 2, this is not your first fucking rodeo, okay? You are cosmic in your wisdom, and that's how deep your kind of spirit is, again, which is why that attack feels so powerful. So here, the alignment to the water source as opposed to fire, 2 to the 3, you see? 2 to the 2, High Priestess, tells you the feminine superpower in this. Look at the beautiful healing energy of that double helix coming together with the soulmate straight up over a red ass heart. That is blood red. It is the organ that beats and pumps as I see 222 on the clock with 2220. How beautiful. So again, the advice being strong masculine energy coming in with Leo, okay, under full moon Leo, double masculine. Here's the double feminine to counter it. The alignment needs to be compassionate because everything else you have is so powerful that if the dragons came back and had dragon riders again, these dragons are big enough to know that no matter how angry they are, they can't be whipping tails and fucking big ass bodies around because they'll crush things that they care about, okay? So just showing you how important it is to keep yourself in the earthly realm here with all your big, powerful greatness, and to keep it very, very patient and mellow, because a lot of people right now in the 3rd dimension are struggling with their own alignments, their own magic, and you obviously have it in aces and spades and abundance. There's royal flush all over it, okay? So 7 of Pentacles says that there are things now that you can assess. There's work you can do in your own life. You can focus on your own garden, your own crops, your own projects, your own to-do list. You don't need to be throwing your weight around in other spaces because others are much more sensitive than you might realize, or even vice versa, if that might be the conversation you need to have with some people that you resonate with, because this is the resonance, okay? Soulmate energy on the bottom is a strong resonance, and we're going to finish your reading up. I'm just so excited with the Ace of Swords. I had to get it out. Aquarius energy. This is your fucking counterpart energy, and by that I mean your polar opposite in the zodiacs. It's your weakness unless you make it a strength, okay? So the Ace of Swords is a message, a new beginning, a new direction, some new understanding that changes the game for you. Since we started with the Tower on the bottom and we're finishing with an Ace on the bottom, I'm feeling like there might be, if you see the Ace of Swords here looking a lot like this Ace, which the Magician is major arcana, okay? That's a big, we'll put him up there. That's the main card. That's your central energy. That's what this whole reading can be summed up as, the Magician centrally. So the Ace of Swords because we saw the Tower. Don't be surprised to be surprised, Leo. And you know what that means because you are so intuitive. Even as we keep seeing Sagittarius off of the Archer energy up here, and Sagittarius is the eldest of the fire signs, but Leo having the elder air sign, Aquarius, as its counterpart, intuitively levels up, okay? That's like the challenge. Leo can compete even though they are not the oldest or the youngest or the, you know, whatever you're supposed to be. Leo always can compete, and that's the king of the jungle energy, okay? So not going to be surprised to be surprised here when new information comes in. To any extent that you close it off, shut it down, you will become broken in this energy. Meaning, there will be a lot of attacks specifically made to get you off of this type of alignment. The Magician and the High Priestess, like I'm talking about the family dynamics being attacked, psychological warfare out here, okay? The programming, so that even gender confusion or religious convolution, the perversion of Christ, it goes on, okay? So as the conspiracy theorist that Leo can naturally, intuitively suss out the truth, okay? That's the kind of balance that's required here. So there might be some leveling up going on around you or within you. No shade, okay? We're all allowed to be exactly where we're at on our journey here. With the Fool, if you are new to the game, this is the level you're playing on. So if you're feeling a little green here, don't worry about that. You are going to learn very fucking quickly. With Ace of Swords on the bottom, it's like pew, pew, pew. The messages, the information, the resources coming in hot. Fucking hot, okay? So keep your eyes open. Definitely keep your heart open. And with the Magician, be brave. Don't be scared to create when you're ready to create. And that's it. We're going to leave that one right there. Thank you so much for being here. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every single time new readings come out. Check out the other zodiacs, the elementals, for all of the moon cycles. We read every 2 weeks for the new moon and full moon cycle, okay? So thank you so much. I hope you got everything that you needed out of this reading today, and we will see you in your next reading.